YouTube, what's going on, guys? Tier list, the new TA Season 3, Chapter 1, Out of Position Series. Now, I'll be honest, I was a pretty vocal critic of this at first because I've been honest. Honestly, I've been open about not being a huge out of position fan. I don't like gimmicks, generally speaking, in video games. But that was under the impression that this would be like just putting random players at random spots. Like Trout catching, Big Poppy in center. Like, just that doesn't make any sense. This actually is rooted in a lot more of realism, and it's almost like an alternate universe type thing for the most part. I'll give you an example. Kenley Jansen came up as a catcher, so he's a switch hitting catcher. And it's stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Mason Wynn being a pitcher only when he was a two-way in college, I believe it was. He's a two-way, I know that for sure. Bryce Harper coming up as a catcher, he's a catcher. Stuff like that. DeGrom being a shortstop because he played shortstop in college. In fact, was quite a good hitter. And he was a great hitter in the pros before they got rid of before they added the DH. So, yeah, that's that. Very cool. They did a great job with this. A lot of the cards have very unique attribute spreads that are all within the realm of realism for the most part. Some hitters pitching is just kind of random, but it's still fun. So we're only going to do TA for the out of position cards. Not going to do anything other than a 95. And I believe Trevino is an event reward because he didn't look right. So I added all the 95s to this, and I went, wait a minute, the Yankees have two. And I know Mo is the TA guy, so it must have been an event reward. So we'll start off with Trout. Trout, we'll go S tier because it's Mike Trout, and he's a two-way. He's actually a two-way. He could start, and he could play shortstop. So he could bat him while pitching with him. You could do a little two-way action DH while he pitches, a little Ohtani, Diet Ohtani. And, you know, if you wanted to be that guy, you can fit him on, if you wild card him, the Corbin Carroll team. Yes, if you guys don't know, you can have your 4 wild card spots to start the season if you got them in Season 2. Seabrev reached out to him, and he said that this was a change they decided to make after releasing the blog where they detailed that it would be the same as last season where you earn the wild cards. If you don't have your Season 2 wild cards, if you didn't play during Season 2 or you didn't get all of them, you can earn the rest of them, the rest of the whatever you're missing. So say you only got 2 in Season 2, you can get the next 2 through the wild card earning system, the collections, whatever it may be. But you can't get more than 4. So wild card Corbin Carroll, if you want to make this Trout crazy because he gets the boost, he's got the speed, needs vision, needs contact help, and he's there. The stats aren't super impressive, but he's still really fun. S tier just because of the versatility and because it's Trouty. Willie Mays, third base, first base. I believe, does he play shortstop too? What positions does he play? We got to find where this guy's at. Plays first and shortstop too. Okay, cool. Got that. So yeah, Willie Mays can play third, short, and first. First base is not too foreign. We've seen Willie Mays there, I think 2 years ago, maybe, was it? We saw Willie Mays that played there. But Willie Mays, overall stats aren't bad at all for this card. And, oh, Genshin map. Get rid of that. Sorry about that. Genshin fan, Genshin Impact, play it. But third base, and specifically shortstop's kind of fun. Does it really wow me? Not really, but Willie is so tough to hit with sometimes, man. But I like Willie Mays, and he's really well balanced, so we'll have him in the A tier. Next up, we have Roy Halladay at second base. I believe he also plays other positions. I'm going to have to catch up on this. Oh, there is the positions. I missed it. There it is. Second, third, short, left, center, right, and I don't know why DH is there. We'll go A tier. Stats aren't bad. Swings okay. And he plays a lot of positions, and it's kind of fun. So we'll put him, actually, I might put him B tier. I'll put him B tier. Willie Mays is just a little different. Cutter Crawford, shortstop. Let's see where else he plays. Second base, third base, and DH. He's just all right. I'll go B tier. None of these cards are actively horrible. Mo, I'm going to go... am I wrong about this? S tier, he is 95, 91 contacts. Oh, 91, 95, because they have it backwards here. Powers are just eh. Vision's pretty solid. Clutch is decent. But his fielding is great, and his speed's great. I'm going to go A tier, but... high A because he can fit the Corbin boost if you use that. I'm gonna try to not say that as much, but it really does make him so much better, and it's the best team in the game right now. Does he actually fit arm strength? Let me check that out. He actually fits the O'Neill Cruz boost too, which is a new cornerstone. It's 90 plus arm strength, and I believe this is off the top of my head. Forgive me. I believe it's plus 12 powers, plus 10 clutch, plus 5 speed. I believe it's what the boost is. So you get extra power. So because of that, he fits that. Unfortunately, O'Neill Cruz actually, the pitchers would count for that boost. I think it was a bug. They actually ended up getting rid of it while I was building that team. They live patched it. So Trout will not fit that. As far as I'm aware. Well, actually, I think it does. Because he could play the field. I'm not sure about that. We'll get back to you on that one. So, Bryce Harper, we'll go A tier. Just to catch up on this Bryce Harper real quick. 105 contact, 92 versus lefty. Powers are pretty solid. Vision's all right. And he's got good arm. I believe he's got pop time. Does he? Oh, no, he does not have pop time. Kenley does. Eligible captains. Devers, Stanton, Jackie Robinson for cover. Okay, a lot of Churio, Kershaw, Dunn, a lot of captains. So it's Bryce Harper behind the dish. A tier. He's a good card. Greinke, call me crazy, but I believe that with 95, 94, 96, the powers are solid too, well-rounded, vision's okay, clutch is solid, fielding is really good, and speed solid. Really strong arm. Fits Cruz. They didn't. Is this not updated? Because I don't see Cruz here. And he should absolutely fit this. It's 90 plus arm strength. So maybe they haven't added the new captains yet, but that might be why. So, yeah. Greinke, does he fits Ortiz too? Okay. But Greinke is a well-rounded card who plays good defense. I believe he has pretty good positions. Catcher, he can catch as well. That's why. I know I had him here for a reason. Shortstop, could play second, third, and he could catch. So, yeah, just for versatility alone, you know, I think he's fun. I don't know if... I'm going to go high. I'll go... For now, we'll go high A tier. Versatility shouldn't get you all the way into S tier. DeGrom, S tier. Easy S tier. Best hitter in the drop. He's absolutely bonkers. He's slow and can't really field that well, but he's got 99 arm. He'll hose anybody out. I would play him at third base if I had to play him anywhere because he's going to be terrible everywhere else. He's got 66 fielding, 70 reaction with 39 speed. He is deathly slow, but they had to do that to make him fit as a 95 with those hitting attributes. So, yeah, absolutely play him at third base or DH if anything else. Second base is not a throwaway position. He needs to have some kind of legs. Third base, whatever. He can get away with the arm there, but S-tier hitter, absolutely, obviously. Jonah Heim, they made a mistake, actually, when he dropped. They had a catcher secondary on this card. He no longer has that because that would be stupid since he's a catcher. If you give him that ability, it would just make no sense at that point. So, for Jonah Heim, he's a really solid card, though, at third base, but I think that no catcher secondary is really 99 arm. Jesus Christ. I think he's an A-tier card. Switch hitter with pretty good attributes. None of these cards are actively bad, but none of them, but not very many of them are like nuts, except for a few. Aaron Nola, I kind of forgot what this card's stats look like. Sorry guys, this just came out, so I'm trying to remember everything. He's actually not that bad. He's not terrible. I think B tier. Not super special. Zach Allen, same thing, B tier. A high contact guy. Kind of reminds me of like Jacob Wilson, those kind of cards you get from the Athletics, like the Future Stars. Skills player with really good defense. Contact, not gonna wow you. Won't piss you off either. B tier. Randy, as much as I want to give Randy like a lot of love because it's funny, but he could play the outfield, but he's not particularly. He got great fielding, really, really good fielding in an arm, but 61 speed. He's fine in the corners, honestly. But wow, his numbers are actually quite good. I'm gonna go A tier. I'll go mid A. He's just so big, and they gave him a toe tap. He's just really hard to hit with, I think, personally, but he's still solid. Paul Skeens, crazy take here maybe, but a B tier at most. His stats are okay. Wait, he's got 125, 81 versus left, 107, 184. Yeah, vision's low, which is fine. He's a big offensive guy. Defense is all right as a catcher. Oh, does he have pop time, no quirks? He's actually not that bad. You know, I'll go A tier, I guess. He's better than I thought he was. I'll go A tier. The reason why I want to drop him, his swing is terrible. I think, at least. But those stats are pretty hard to argue with. 65 vision's pretty low. I'm going to go really high B for now. Only because, yeah, we'll see. DH, CC Sabathia. He does mash. I'm trying to get a better look at the stats. 93, 102, 108. I hate that it's contact left first. I hate that. It's messing with the way I see it in my head. Like reverse splits type. Fielding's kind of mid. Yeah, so CC is like fun, but he's definitely B tier. I mean, he might be C tier. Not really particularly good at anything and weird splits, so I'm going to go C tier for him. Not particularly wowing me. McClanahan, I'm going to go B tier, but I really like this card's swing a lot, and I think he's fun. His contacts are just low. Powers are solid. Vision's okay. Fielding's arm's kind of eh. Plays the outfield, but he's like a B tier. Cy Young. Ooh, this one's interesting because I actually really like this card. He has he's 97, 83 versus righties, 101, 84 versus lefties. Vision's decent. Clutch is 99. Fielding is meh. Speed's meh. First base and second base. The reason why I like this, and I'm going to put him in A tier, is because he has Lou Gehrig's swing, righty. Love it. Complete bias. His stats are not even that great. They're actually not bad, though. I'll go A tier. Bottom A tier, but there. I'll put him there. Nolan Ryan. I'm trying to remember all these guys, but it's really tough. 103, 103, 91. Yeah, vision's all right. Fielding's solid. Speed's good. Running's well. Yeah, this Nolan Ryan's actually quite solid. This is an A tier. He has Posada swing too. Huge plus. That doesn't matter. You got to take swing into consideration. Kenley Jansen, S tier, easy. He's got Polanco swing. He's got Jorge Polanco swing. I don't care that the powers are low. The swing makes up for it. The clutch is there too. The defense is insane. And he's got catcher. He's got pop time behind the dish. Easy S tier. He's the second best card, I think, after DeGrom. DeGrom is just actually him. DeGrom's swing is so cheese. It's like the quickest little slap swing ever. He's really, really, really good. Really good. DH, Jake Arrieta. The vision's low, but he's 125, 92 versus lefties. Parallel 1 to be balanced versus righties. 94, 104. Vision's 58. Fielding is bad. Bad. And he only is a DH or a first baseman. So for what he does, I'll put him B tier, but I'll put him high B tier. DH Dontrell Willis, very fun card. Love his swing. He has someone said his swing. I think is it Rizzo's? I forget. But he absolutely torches baseballs. 108, 78 versus lefties, and he's 85, 104 versus righties with 102 vision. Very interesting splits. 91 clutch. Fielding is terrible because he's just a pure DH. So because of that, I'll give him B tier, but high B tier. Relief pitcher Jake Cronenworth. I think he's one of the worst ones of the bunch. What are his pitch mixes? He's got four-seam slurve, splitter, cutter, no outlier. Yeah, I faced him too. He's C tier. He's not great. Relief pitcher Wade Boggs. I remember him being better than I was like surprised. Yeah, 118 hits per nine, 106 K per nine, 84 walks per nine, 121 clutch, 86 control, 99 velo, sinker, curveball, cutter, circle change as a reliever. I haven't faced him though. That's a big one. So for now, I might put him in A tier. That's like really good stats. I'll put him in A tier for now. If his motion's really easy to read, drop him down to B tier. Charlie Blackmon, S tier. Better than Trout. He is a 5-pitch mix Josh Hader. He has Josh Hader's windup, and he has a sinker, cutter, changeup, slider, and a four-seam fastball. I mean, look at the individual stats on this. This is actually bonkers, bro. Holy moly, man. Yeah, very good card. Riley Green, same thing. He's up there with Blackmon. He has Chapman's windup, four-seam fastball, sinker, slurve, changeup, cutter. I mean, yeah, him and Charlie Blackmon, they're definitely musts. They've added some good bullpen guys, so Riley Green, you definitely get added. You're insane too. The S tiers, they're actually adding two of them are pitchers, three of them are pitchers. One's a two-way with Trout, but they really went crazy with the relief pitchers because it's been tough. Mark McGwire, he has Rob Nen's motion, which is a huge plus. He does have a four-seam, sinker, changeup, slider, a pretty basic mix, but Rob Nen's windup does help him a little bit, so I'm going to give him A tier because it's always good to get a reliever who's decent, and Rob Nen's nasty. Byron Buxton, S tier. Better than Trout, I think, personally. He is a guy who throws a four-seam curveball, slider, splitter, sinker, which is nuts, but the big one is he has outlier on that fastball. My God. 99 speed, by the way, and 96 fielding, and 97 reaction, 84 arm strength, so he will literally never let a bunt go by him. He will make every play. So good on you, Byron Buxton. You're an S tier. A lot of S tiers. Almost as many S tiers as there are B tiers. And the rest of the second most dominated category after the first most is A, and then it's B, but S is right behind it. So next up, this is the Austin Riley. He is a sinker, cutter, slurve, changeup, fastball. That mix alone gets you big love. The breaks are crazy on these pitches. The sinker's max, so is the slurve. He throws pretty damn hard too. His velo, doesn't throw too hard, but the numbers are not going to wow you. But here's where I think he's going to get underappreciated. I think that the hits per nine is good enough, K per nine is good enough, walks per nine is good enough with lower velo, so we don't get the penalty. I think he's going to dot with this pitch mix. But I think his windup is Garrett Cole, so that's a pretty big negative. So for me, that's going to be a B. I think he's better than he might get credit for, but I think that windup kind of hurts him. Relief pitcher Adam Dunn. This is fun. Four-seam slider, changeup, sinker. He absolutely dots. 110 walks per nine, 108 hits per nine, 97 K per nine. His velo's only an 80, but that's decent enough with the mix you have. So I think that Dunn is going to go high B for me, potentially A, the more I use these cards. This list is probably the most fluid right now, where it's going to be something that changes. It's subject to change because a lot of these guys I haven't got a chance to use yet, barring a few moments. I haven't seen them play yet, so... But still, like, this isn't bad. B is good. Good, great, phenomenal. That's how it is. Mid, cheeks, L. None yet. Brandon Crawford, well, don't speak too soon. Brandon Crawford, primary change, four-seam cutter, slider, curve. The pitch mix, this is not going to do it for me. The velo was in there and the stats aren't that impressive. So for me, Brandon Crawford is going to be actually the first D tier. Doesn't do really anything well. So that's unfortunate. We're going so strong. Mason Wynn, he's very fun. Mason Wynn is super, super fun. Outlier fastball, 100 hits per 9, 108 K per 9, 67 walks per 9. We get it. 98 clutch, 99 velo, 77 control. He's going to have some control problems, but four-seam slider, changeup, cutter, sinker. What a mix on this guy with crazy pitch breaks and velo. So for me, I'm going to go really high A tier, just because the control is going to be a bit of a problem, but he's got nasty stuff. Relief pitcher Manny Machado. He is funky, bro. Crazy per 9s. I don't care about the low K per 9 as long as it's per 9. The control are there. The clutch is really good. Control and velo are respectable. Four-seam slurve, sinker, cutter. I like him. I'm going to go A tier, a lower A tier, only because I wish he had a changeup, but he's very funky too. Mr. Machado. Manny McMahon handle me. Last one, Ellie De La Cruz. What a perfect time to end this list. What a perfect person to wrap it up with, because this Ellie would be someone, if you're going to pitch, you should wildcard Santana for that +8 walks per 9, because he's got 56. 120 hits per 9, 101 K per 9, 56 walks per 9, 104 clutch, 99 velo, 80 control, because this dude has outlier 1 and 2, outlier slider with max break, outlier fastball with max break. He has a sinker and a circle change, all with respectable breaks. To me, Ellie is an S tier card. Why? Because, yeah, his control is terrible, but it's hard to argue with outlier, slider, and fastball on Ellie. I haven't seen him pitch, but S tier for fun. So, wrapping it up here, most dominant tier is A by 2 cards, and that's really good. Next up is B tier with a bunch of good cards that aren't particularly great. After that's S tier with a whopping 7 very strong arms in this. 5 of these guys can pitch. And the 2 other guys are hitters. It's not a particularly overwhelmingly dominant offensive side. Some collection guys are. C tier, we have CC Sabathia and Jake Cronenworth. And D tier, we have this Brandon Crawford. Now, I actually kind of want to put this Cronenworth down there because I don't think he does anything really well either. Oh, he actually has crazy control and good. Actually, his stats aren't bad at all. I'm not a huge fan of his pitch mix, and the velo is so low. We'll keep him there. But this is the list, guys. Let me know if you would change anybody around, who you like, who you're going for first, and if you guys are enjoying the new season. Let me know. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Peace.